Welcome back everyone. In this tutorial today, we are going to discuss about HTML attributes. Quickly, let's get started. HTML attributes. HTML attributes provide additional information about HTML elements. All HTML elements can have an attribute. Attributes provide additional information about elements. Attributes are always specified in the start tag. Attributes usually come in name pair, name/value pairs. As you can see, like this. You will specify the name is equal to apostrophe value. The href attribute. In our former video, we have discussed about href attributes and image attributes. You can go back to the second tutorial or the third on this series to know deep about href and image attributes. So quickly, let's continue. The a tag defines a hyperlink. The href attribute specifies the URL of the page the link goes to. For example, a href, the URL will be inside with the close tag of the a attribute. Inside, you will enclose it with visit top 10 strength or whatsoever name you want to write here. We have discussed it in the former video. You can go and check. The src attributes. As you can see, the image tag is used to embed an image in an HTML page. The src attribute specifies the path to the image to be displayed. For example, as you can see, we have also learned about this. This is an attribute inside image tag. There are two ways to specify the URL in the src attribute, that is, in the image src attribute. There are two ways to specify the URL. We call some absolute URL and we call another one relative URL. Links to an external image that is hosted on another website, like src is equal to https://top10strength.com/image/whatsoever. We call this absolute attributes, absolute URL, because it's linked to a hosted website on another server. Notes: external images might be under copyright. If you do not get permission to use it, you may be in violation of copyright laws. In addition, you cannot control external images. It can suddenly be removed or changed. It's just like an API. In the later future, we will discuss about API. What is API? Let's continue. Relative URL. Relative URL links to an image that is hosted within the website. Here, the URL does not include the domain name. If the URL begins without a slash, it will be relative to the current page. Example: source is equal to, can you see, src is equal to whatever image.jpg. If the URL begins with a slash, it will be relative to the domain. Example: this inside image folder. From inside the image folder, you can find image.jpg. We'll give an example for this. Quickly, let's get started. Firstly, let's discuss about relative URL. Quickly go to your folder, open it, create a new folder. Inside the folder, write new image. Let's write it images. Move this picture here and put it inside here. Open it. The image is now inside images folder. Now right click and create a new text document. Create index.html. Now we are good to go. Right click and open it with VS Code. Quickly, let's generate HTML templates. Clear this because we don't want it. Now we need image element. img, click it. This is the source attribute, so we are going to link this image source to this images file. Let's right copy and go back to your src file, paste this here and put slash. As you can see, the VS Code automatically detected the image that we want to link to. Click on it. Instead of writing the name by yourself, it's generated it for you. This is part of the benefit of using VS Code. Save it and let go to our Google Chrome. Let's view our file. Right click and open our file. Open with Google Chrome or any web browser. As you can see, our image appears. We can add more attributes to the image. For example, the width image. You can specify 70. You can give it value 70 and height. Save it and see what happens. Can you see the image reduce? You can give it 20. This is what we call attributes. As you can see, let's give it 70 and let's give it height attributes. Let's say 100. You will see how it looks. Can you see? Let's give it 20 and you see how it looks. As you can see, these are attributes. This is attribute, another attribute, another attribute. We have discussed about alt attributes. This alt attribute is used in case our document was unable to detect top 10 strength logo here. Is going to replace it with whatsoever we write here. Like we can write anything. Top 10 strength logo is missing. Let's go to our folder and delete the logo. Delete this and go back to our Google Chrome to reload the file. Wow, you see, top 10 strength logo is missing. This is the benefit of alt attribute on image tag. Quickly, let's continue. This can be at least 70. Save it. As you can see, there is another attribute we will talk about. We give it title attribute. Wow, this you clicked top 10 strength logo. Save it and reload it. You will see. You see? You see? This it acts like Uber, like you are on top 10 strength logo, or this is top 10 strength logo, or top 10 strength logo. You can just write that, reload the page. As you can see this is top 10 strength logo. When you hover on it, it will display the name wherever. It can display anywhere. The title displays anywhere on the picture. So as you can see, we have additional attributes today, which is title attribute. So let's continue. We have this is absolute attribute and this is relative attribute. This is relative attribute here, also here, and so on. All these are relative attributes. Another again, we have style attributes. Style attributes is used to add styles to an element such as color, font size, and many more. For example, we will write P tag and write whatever on it. Wow, it's beautiful. Wow, it's nice. Let's save it and reload our document. Wow, it's nice. So let's add style attribute. You can write style. You can see this is the benefit of using VS Code. We want to use color attributes. We need, let's give it a brown, let's give it brown attributes to see how it looks. Can you see it changed to brown? We have a lot of different attributes. In the later video, we'll discuss about advanced attributes. I want to show you something here. As you can see, it works even without using all these meta tags, without adding meta tags. It works. As you can see, it works. The color attribute works. I want you to note everything gently. Let's continue. We have the lang tag, lang attributes. That is, you should always include the lang attribute inside the HTML tag to declare the language of the web page. This means to assist search engines and browsers. The following example specifies English as the language, that is EN, inside the lang attribute. So let's quickly continue. Country codes can also be added to the language code in the lang attribute. So the first two characters define the language of the HTML page, and the last two characters defines the country. The following example specifies English as the language and United States as the country. Example, EN is the English minus this is dash US as the country inside lang attribute. I want you to understand this. For instance, we want to add it in our document. We just specify the language lang attribute. The attribute we want to specify, let's say English EN minus US, because we want to use US language. You can use it capital letter or small letter, doesn't matter. And if you are in UK, you can write UK. If you are in other territories, you can write your country code here, just here. In Nigeria, we can write NG. You can write NG here. So I think you are understanding me. So let's get Let's get going gently. Get there. This is the title attribute. The title attributes defines some extra information about an element. the value of the title attribute will be displayed as a tooltip when you mouse over the element. That is, when you mouse over like this, when we mouse over like this, it will display the title top 10 friend logo. That is the reason why we use title attribute in our image. We can also use the title attribute here in our P. Let's try it and see how it shows. Can you see? It shows. This is it. It shows clearly. When you mouse over, it shows. Can you see? Wow. Let's continue. We suggested that you should always use lowercase attributes. The HTML standard does not require lowercase attributes, but in the week 3 recommendation, it says we should teach because they teach us with lowercase in the school. So we should use lowercase in every document. The title attribute and all other attributes can be written with uppercase or lowercase, like title or title. It is not case sensitive. We suggest always use quote attribute values. The HTML standard does not require quote around attribute values. That is, you may not have this quote here and it will still work. But sometimes, if you put it there, it is a bad idea without having this. So let's try if it will work without having it. Let's just quickly a moment. Let's create a folder. Let's get a file that we can link to quickly. Inside this file, you can quickly generate a tag. Let's write this and generate a sample to see if it works. Wow. It works. So quickly, let's go back to our document to see if it will work. Let's link this wow.html to our index file. Wow. If it works without this, let's save it and check if it works. Inside here, don't forget you have to write something. So to be able to display the link, if you don't write it, It will never display it. So can you see it works? Can you see? It goes to wow document. This is it. This is it. Clear this. Let's reload it. It works. But sometimes if you leave it this way, it may cause a problem. It may cause a problem, a serious problem in the future, unknowingly. That's why we put it inside quote. We put it inside what? Double quote. For us to be safe. Prevention is better than cure. Can you see? It still works. Same thing happens. Can you see? It works in two ways. Either you put this in double quote or not, it will work. But it's very good to be safe. Good. Let's continue. Because it is bad when you have it without quote. Like this. It is bad. It's a bad idea. Sometimes you have to use quotes. This example will not display the title attributes correctly because it contains a space like this. Because of this, it may not work. As you can see, let's copy this and come back to our document. Top 10 strength. Okay. Because of this space here, the title will not work. Like that is here. Let's say inside this place that we wrote something here before. Let's firstly check how it looks. When you hover on this, it is going to display top 10 strength logo. Can you see? Can you see? But let's say we remove this. It's going to cause a problem. Now let's reload and check if it works. You see, it only shows top 10 strength. It only shows top 10 strength. The logo is missing. It's part of the reason that we normally put it in double quote. And you can do like this if you want. If you know that you don't just want to put it, now it will show the logo, but it will have mark. As you can see, you can see the minus there. So I think you can understand this very well now. Either you put it inside the quote or not, it will work. But once you have a space there, it will never complete the rest of the text. It will only take those from the beginning, but when you have the space, it will stop from there. That's it. Let's go back to our document. We use single or double quotes. Double quotes around attribute values are the most common in HTML, but single quotes can also be used in some situations when the attribute's value itself contains double quotes. It is necessary to use single quotes like this. Let's say quickly back to our document, we write this. As you can see, if we do like this, it will work. Let's save it. Load this is let's go back to our document. It will not show. Do you know the reason why it doesn't show? It's because we didn't write anything here. Wow. Come back to the document. That will load. As you can see, here is it. As you can see, hello. This is wonderful. It shows from here. And we can do like this also. Double quote here. And see how it goes. You can see. Because we need the double quote. It shows that this is wonderful. Everything shows. And we can also do like this. Make this one have one, and this one should have 2 and 2, and it will work again. We do this in case we need those symbols. So I think you get the point. In case anytime you want to use the same symbol, it works vice versa. It's either you put this inside the and wrap it with this, or you put this one out. You use the single quote and put the double quote inside the thing you want to wrap it with. Anyone you want to use, it works vice versa. Let's continue. Chapter summary. What we have learned so far. All HTML elements can have attributes. That is, all this syntax here. Body, HTML, this body, all this that you mean. We are talking about all the beginning, all the starting. Let's see this one at the end here will never have attributes because they are closing tag. But any beginning, any start tag, any open tag, I call it open tag. Any open tag can have attributes. Any open tag can have what? Attributes. You should note it. The href attribute of a tag specifies the URL of the page the link goes to. That is, here, this href, if it is not here, let's remove it and you save this. Let's see how it looks. Can you see? There's not anything that indicated that this is a link there again. The lines are removed. So when you click this, it will never show anything. It will never take you to anywhere. So let's get back to it and put it back. Now we have the href there. Let's save it and see how it works. Wow, can you see? When you move out, you see this one changed to hands, like finger. You can see a finger, a thumbs up on it. Like when you click it, it will direct you to another page and you can go back anytime. So that's how it works. The source attribute is for the image. Specify the path to the image to be displayed. The width and height attributes of image provide size information for images. The alt attribute of image provides an alternate text for an image. The style attribute is used to add styles to an element, such as color, font, size, and many more. The lang attribute of the HTML tag declares the language of the web page. The title attribute defines some extra information about an element. I think we are done for today. But before we go, I want us to see something. The alt attribute, the alt attribute here, copy it and use it here. Go back to our document and reload it. Can you see? Can you see? That is, the alt attribute only works for image. It never works for links. It never works for p tag. It never works for ordinary paragraph tag. It only works when you use image tag. This alt attribute is for what? Is for image tag. That's why we can't find it here. But in the future, we are still going to discuss about the miracle of HTML. So I think we are done for today. Let's close this, delete this, and have it again. I want to show you something again. This should be a wonderful part, right? Let's go back to our P. Let's go back to our P. Can you see? If you notice one thing, something happened here. This is not showing. Despite the fact we have a long text like this, it's not showing. It's only if you put anything inside the P like this, it can only show. But it will never work if you put alt here. It will never work. You can only use P for writing document. It's a paragraph. So that's why every time you want to use P, just write something. Hello, we are done for today. There are a lot of miracles here. I'm going to be showing you many advanced features of HTML in the later future. Let's just keep going. This is Anwar, akorede ayofe here once again. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Bye bye.